Hey everyone, welcome to the Jungle Room. Today I'm going to be playing Choice of the Pirate. I recognize these games because a couple years ago I used to play them on my phone. You could download them and play like the demo, then you'd have to buy it. And those were the only purchases I would make on my phone to play these games because they were just, I don't know, I like these types of games. I saw it on Steam, it's just $4. And it just came out 2 weeks ago. But I would definitely recommend the other stories. I read one a long time ago about a real estate agent who rents or is working on a house that's haunted. I'll have to look into that. I'll link it in the description box, and I'll link this game in the description box as well. But let's get started. This is Choice of the Pirate, Chapter 1. A cannonball hits the water astern of your ship's hull. The resulting splash soaks your clothing. You drag your sleeve across your forehead, succeeding only in spreading the water around. Could be worse, says the unflappable Caesar Lord. Caesar? Cesare? Caesar Lord, your closest friend, a huge dark-skinned pirate who towers over you and the rest of the crew. They could have better aim. Your ship's last loaded cannon fires, drowning him out for the moment, fouling the air with smoke and brimstone. Luckily, the cannon didn't explode. Unfortunately, your cannonball also missed, and now you're out of gunpowder. You call that a hit, you land blubbers? Blubbers? Oh, okay. I'm gonna... I don't know, should I try and insult all pirates by doing some version of what I consider a pirate accent, or just read it? Read it? Oh, okay, alright. Don't be surprised if I try to sneak something in. Screams your captain, the notorious and cruel Captain Blackguard. It's unfounded criticism. Even he must know that the way the ships are closing on each other, there's no clear shot for a broadside, and for that, you should all be grateful. Prepare to board, you scurvy knaves, and make your peace with Davy Jones, for you'll either send our enemies to him or see him yourself. Was that better? I think that was better. Okay, knaves. I learned about this word not too long ago, maybe 2 years ago. Apparently it's just a slave. I don't know. I'll have to look into it again, but this is just my what do you call this when it's like something you just know off the top of your head, that type of knowledge? I don't know. Google might prove me wrong, but apparently it's just a slave. I didn't know it was used as an insult as well. The flag on the ship trading fire with you bears a skull and crossbones with a rose clutched in its grinning teeth. It's the flag of Captain Adelaide Briar. But why do you recognize it? Okay, so we have 3 options here. We can say that we tried to sign onto her crew, or the crown despises her, and so do I, or Captain Blackguard told us we're after her ransom. Me personally, if I were a pirate, I'm assuming the crown is the government, and I'm not with the government, man. All right. Let's say, I mean, this is the first, well, no, this is not the first time. See, these games take me forever to play through because I'm a pretty indecisive person, so I have to take on a character. So we're gonna play this, if there's an option, we're gonna play this the brutal, ruthless way. We're after her ransom. Alright. And really, what the captain says is the guiding force in your life at this point, like it or not. The crown, in its ongoing efforts to ride the Lucian Sea of pirates, has put bounties on pirate ships, setting pirates against each other in hopes of making legitimate money, or earning their pardons in letters of marque. Blackguard and Captain Adelaide Briar have a long history. The stories told in the port of San Alfonso, the pirate haven a few miles south, say they were once lovers until Blackguard's obsession with finding the treasure of Ishmael, the Lost, came between them. Briar mutinied against Blackguard, stole his ship and crew, and marooned him. My kind of gal. Other stories put Blackguard as less of a victim, claiming that he went mad with rage when he found out Briar had hidden a map from him that would have led him to the treasure, nearly killing her and half his crew before coming to his senses. When he's out of hearing, other pirates call him Blackguard the Bloody. Blackguard is nearly as obsessed with destroying Briar as he is with finding Ishmael's legendary treasure. She was an obvious choice for his first bounty target. Alright, I forgot to mention this, but you can see the stats, basically what your decisions have influenced the type of person that you've chosen to be through your choices. So far, oh yeah, I guess I'll have an option to name myself, but right now I'm unnamed. These are my skills. I'm not famous. I mean, 10%. That's something. I guess my skill with a pistol and or sword. Cambriar? I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google that. Skullduggery. Parley. Sailing. Your reputation. Okay, so there is a ruthless. I want to be good, guys, but we're gonna have to play it ruthless, greedily, and as a privateer. Right now, we have 10 doubloons. I used to use these on Neopets. Remember Neopets, guys? I say remember, like I didn't just make an account last month out of nostalgia. A Landlubber's Guide to the Terms. Okay, so I think this is worth reading. Fame. How well you are known, celebrated or feared throughout the Lucayan? I don't know, guys. I'll interchange them. Oh, also, the question marks. I guess they're just people we haven't met yet. Oh, you can have reputation with your crew, too. Pistols and swords. Your ability to handle yourself in a fight, whether face-to-face or ship-to-ship. Cambriar. Okay, great. I'm glad there's a definition. Your knack for changing the world around you through magic. Skullduggery. Your sneakiness, ability to improvise, and general cunning. Parley. Your diplomatic ability to talk your way into profits or out of trouble. Set sail. The ability to navigate, steer, and keep your ship sailworthy. Reputation stats. Privateer / pirate. Do you predominantly side with the crown, hoping to serve them as a privateer, or do you celebrate the life of a pirate? Booty. How much have you earned? I didn't mean to say it like that. I was just clearing my throat. How much have you earned, swindled, or stolen? There will be a lot of stealing from my character today. Fleet. And I guess that's just pretty obvious, the number of ships in your fleet. If you have more than one ship, your fleet may, at various times, be off on other missions, bringing in money to support you and the rest of your ship and crew. Okay, so we've just finished this. We just finished reading the relationship between Briar and Blackguard. So it's like I'm serving under this person who just has a vendetta against his ex-girlfriend / wife. Why would I want to be involved in that? Alright. Wind round, north to east, Blackguard shouts, and your crew tacks as the ship's cambiant? I don't know. Your weather mage? Okay. I'll look at that. I'll have to Google that too. Your weather mage calls a gust of wind, bringing the ships nearly side to side. No mercy, Blackguard screams. The ships groan in protest as their hulls collide. Cesare, or Caesar, who despite ship's tradition has long insisted you call him by his first name, claps you on the back. See you on the other side, he says, and it's both a promise and a command. Wouldn't miss it, you say lightly. Cesare, or Caesar, grins as he takes a leap across the enemy ship, not bothering with the grappling hooks your mates are using to draw their ships together. Pirates of Briar's crew swing over from their rigging, and it won't be long before both ships have erupted into combat. And there you are, standing at the rail. How did you get into this mess? Let's see. Mess? This is what I live for. Piracy, a life of freedom and plunder. That's option 1. Option 2, I took a job with Blackguard to avoid being arrested by the crown. Sounds like something one of my OCs would do. Option 3, I hired on with Blackguard to avoid being conscripted into the Navy. Option 4, I was captured by pirates as a youth and haven't found a way to free myself. That's sad, but I guess that's reality. And option 5, Blackguard gave me the option to sign on to his crew or walk the plank. That's really an option, I guess. Because we're playing a ruthless type of person, I think it's best to choose mess. This is what I live for. Or, I mean, I took a job. Because it just makes you seem like you were just doing your own thing and then you almost got arrested and you're like very cunning. I feel like that would amplify. I forgot what they called skullduggery, I think it was, what they called being like super cunning. Let's choose this one. No, let's choose this one. It's a pirate's life for you. The thrill of battle, the excitement of the chase, the grog, the romance. There's no romance in piratry, okay? Have you ever seen that Adult Swim skit where this woman is having like erotic dreams about Captain Jack Sparrow, and then, how do I say this or explain this skit without being super not safe for workplace? Basically, it shows a reality of what like having a relationship, an intimate relationship back in that day was, and it wasn't hygienic at all. Anyway, it's a pirate's life for you. Everything about life at the sea, out from under the tyranny of the crown's strict rule, appeals to you. Everything, that is, except for Captain Blackguard. As tyrants go, he's not much better than the crown. If you had enough gold to buy your own ship and to get out of your contract with Blackguard, you know you'd be a much better captain than he is. And really, gold and freedom are all it takes to be a pirate captain, which is why there's such a low bar for entry. What is it you despise most about Blackguard? You got 3 options here. You can say his cruelty to my shipmates. Girl, I don't care. Like, his stingy sharing of our plunder. And 3, he's just not a very skilled pirate. Well, my OC, semi-me, I guess I'm inserting myself in here a little bit, I don't want to share. Like, don't be stingy with the loot that I worked for. You can handle that he's a violent cur. Yikes. Many of the pirates on the sea are, after all, but the fact that he doesn't parcel out your shares fairly, according to the contract you read when you signed on, makes working with him unacceptable. You've often discussed with Cesare, I know there's no E at the end, but let me live, guys, how you might be able to better make your fortunes. He's no more a fan of the captain than you are. While you're not perturbed by Blackguard's easy use of the cat-o'-nine, that's that whip thing that has like 9 lashes and is super painful apparently. Cesare often puts himself in its way to who's it? Oh, the cat-o'-nine that I explained like I was an expert. Its way in order to keep less resilient sailors from the lash. How sweet, Cesare. Just seemed like a gluttony for punishment, though. Gluttony for punishment? Alright. But while you both have your complaints, neither of you is quite willing to start a mutiny. To make matters worse, Blackguard's not an inspiring leader, nor a competent sailor. Which of his traits frustrates you the most? Alright, we have 5 options here. I have to count that. We can say about what bothers us the most of Blackguard's traits is he's a bully, his combat lacks finesse, he's about as sneaky as a cannonball, he wouldn't know diplomacy if it bit him, he's frankly an awful sailor. We keep getting that option, and I say keep getting, I mean I saw it in the last slide. He doesn't even understand what our caveant, our weather mage, does. That's not my concern either. I wouldn't know what a weather mage does either. I'm assuming that's like a meteorologist. I don't know what they do, but I appreciate their service. Gosh, I don't really like bullies. I don't know how many people really do like bullies, but as much as I don't like sneakiness, I applaud it because I'm a Scorpio, so like I am a sneaky person, but don't do the same to me. Yeah, we're hypocrites, what can I say? Yeah, he wouldn't know diplomacy, but that's not really any of my business. When I am a pirate captain, I'll be diplomatic. Let's say, yeah, he's a bully. You may not be at the level of the dread pirate Flynn, but you can easily pick apart Blackguard's style. Because he has no style, it's pure rage that carries him through battle, and it's practically unfathomable that he hasn't been slain by now. His defenses are so weak, Maybe today will be the day that Blackguard meets his fate. Yikes. But in the meantime, you've got to be sure you don't head off early into yours. Two of Briar's pirates swing onto deck next to you. You've no time to clear the rail onto Briar's ship next to Caesar. You're in the middle of battle. What do you do? Again, we've got 5 options here. We can say our pistol and cutlass are already drawn. To battle! We use our magic to fight unconventionally. All is fair in combat, especially cheating. True. I'm already drawn to this answer. I use my knowledge of the ship to my advantage. I try to talk my way out of combat. Okay, what's this word that they used? Parley is gonna be very, very low because there's no talking in piracy. Fight fair? Who does that? As Briar's pirates swing over, you kick one of them, swinging him right back into his own ship. He crashes into a pair of duelists and tangles everyone in line. You point over your other foe's shoulder and shout, "This one's yours, Caesar." The pirate whirls around and you anticipate he would, and you stab him in the back with your dagger. Though your battle took only seconds, the scene around you has changed in the meantime, and the air is full of gunpowder. One of the why do I keep hearing this word? One of the weather mages, either Briar's or your own, you're not sure, shifts the wind. Oh, it's not a meteorologist. It's really like a weather mage. Huh. I like that. Both ships tack without the tailors being ready for it. You and everyone else stagger to keep your balance. You see Blackguard engaged in a duel with one of Briar's pirates, a tall woman who is Briar's first mate, you guess, near the steering wheel not far from you. Blackguard is hard-pressed. Maybe he really has met his match this time. Unfortunately, if he dies, Briar might turn the crew into the crown for Blackguard's bounty. Our boss has a bounty on his head. Alright, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to stop it here, and we will come back to see if Blackguard dies, lives, what happens to Briar, what happens to the tall woman that is Briar's first mate. Thank you so much for watching.